including right across my home city of Melbourne and state of Victoria, indeed most of the country, are sick of the never-ending lockdowns. Australians want the lockdowns to end and they want to be safe. Now, the lockdowns are the Prime Minister's fault. Make no mistake, it's because he didn't order enough vaccines and he didn't build purpose-built quarantine. But the only way for these two things to be achieved, for the lockdowns to end and for tens of thousands of our citizens not to then die from this deadly disease, is if we have enough vaccines. By any measure, Australia's vaccine rollout has been a shambles. I want to read some quotes, Deputy Speaker. The biggest failure of public administration I can recall. A colossal failure. A phenomenal failure. That wasn't a Labor person. That was the previous Liberal Prime Minister, Malcolm Turnbull, talking about the government's shambles of a rollout. Another quote. The very reason we are locked down, which is so frustrating when so many parts of the world are now opening up, is simply because our government failed to buy enough vaccines. Also the previous Liberal Prime Minister, Malcolm Turnbull. I mean, if that's the commentary the government's getting from its friends, the incompetence and failure is bad enough, Deputy Speaker, but what makes it even worse is the Prime Minister's abject refusal to do his job, to take responsibility and to face up to his failure. At every turn, we've had 18 months of spin, of gaslighting Australians, of blaming everyone else. Well, it's not me, it's the state's faults. State's fault, they were supposed to do that. Well, it's not me, it's Labor, they're undermining our vaccine rollout. Never mind his own backbench spreading misinformation day after day. Half the government senators seem to be in on it. It's the man on the moon, it's not me, it's someone else. The Prime Minister told Australians we're at the front of the queue. I mean, a more ridiculous, untrue statement I could not think of. At the end of June this year, we were last in the OECD, last in the developed world, 113th in the world for the rollout. The Prime Minister said only yesterday, well, we've overcome the problems, it's all on track. We're still near last in the developed world, Deputy Speaker, while